Live.
Wait.
We're live.
Are we live?
Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? It's Coach Nick Money in the house with the one, the only, we like to call him the indelible one. You know who he is. DBL Nick's in the house. Give him a shout out. Give the
What's
people
up?
a shout
What's
out.
up?
All right, and we also got the one and only,
DBL
a special guest,
Special guest?
DBL Moms.
DBL mom.
Hello.
Yeah, the audio works.
All right, so we're going to get started in about a second.
Let me try to test the audio here.
Okay.
Alright, let me see.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, ladies and gentlemen? Am I on?
Ladies and gentlemen, are we
Ladies
on? Can you hear
and
us?
gentlemen, it's testing.
Testing. Hold on.
Audio problems today. What's going on here?
Yep.
All right. We're
Okay,
working
there
on
you
the
go.
audio,
There you
ladies
go.
and gentlemen.
It works.
Okay, there we go. We got the audio. All right. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so now the
We're all
audio
set.
is
Yep,
working.
yep.
Shout outs to everybody that's in. We got Lee. What's up, Lee? We got DJ6.
Des.
Dawid, what's up?
Yeah, we'll call him Dej.
All right, I'm getting audio in my headset, DBL Nix. This is not good.
Yeah.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. We're working on our audio. Still having some problems.
Alright, let's try this here. Let's try this.
All right. How are we?
Let's
Is that good?
Let's see. Do you hear it?
I still hear myself in the headset.
Yeah, let me just test it out here.
Mm-hmm. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're fixing this. Give us a moment. A little bit of a glitch. We're using a new system. Can you hear me on the screen? Am I on the stream?
Hold on. 1 second. Alright. How long wait? Is that good? You can hear yourself?
I hear myself in the headset.
I don't know. It's not fixing itself.
All right, I'm gonna have to deal with it, ladies and gentlemen. So I hear myself in the headset. So if I pause a couple of times, it's because I'm hearing myself talk. All right, let's take a look at see what other stocks are of particular interest right now. So IMCC moved yesterday. Let's take a look and see what the chart looks like.
Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Dewey.
Not a whole lot of volume, and quite bearish. You could see that if we zoom in, you could see that there was a big sell-off on IMCC, so that one's not particularly interesting. I would have to say right now, the two stocks that are of the most interest and don't really necessarily look absolutely wonderful is TVGN, which ran earlier today and is consolidating. So now we have to wait and see which direction the price action is going to go. Yeah, a lot of times when these stocks run up early, we see a sell-off at the 9:30 bell. So let's see if that happens, and let's see if it recovers. Let's take a look at TCBP, which ran recently, and you can see that that pumped up very high, as we said before, and it's sub VWAP. So neither one of these two look terribly healthy. The red lines on the chart are the key levels. So basically, if the price action is above that, we're looking at support, and if the price action is below the red lines, it would be resistance. So you can see right now on TCBP that the price action is below the $2.14, $2.15 mark. So the $2.15 area is resistance, and we can see that there's not a heck of a lot of volume on it, and it's not necessarily moving up. It did have news. TCBP announced execution of a non-binding letter of intent for acquisition of a company called NK Platform Technologies. So that's what's going on with this particular stock. But again, not a heck of a lot of volume. TVGN, we were just looking at that one. We could see that that has consolidation going on. I believe it also had news. Let's take a look and see what the news was. They appointed on 4/3. They appointed V. Shaw as investor relations, head of investor relations, and we could see a little bit of a curl happening there. But again, very light volume, extremely light volume, and of course it just pulled back. So again, not terribly interesting. So right now, that's what we're looking at. We have a VLCN that we're also looking at that just popped up. Let's take a look at that. Very choppy, sub dollar, and a lot of these sub dollar charts usually look very erratic because they're more volatile, if you will. You can see a lot of upper wicks, so again, not particularly interesting at this point. It is a very low float stock, if I remember correctly. I think it's below 200,000 shares. Again, not terribly interesting. So let's keep looking. Let's see if we see anything else. We also had Lunar that we were looking at earlier, but it sold off, and it was a bit of a slow-moving type of stock. It actually was up about 17% earlier in pre-market. They had news yesterday having to do with their NASA project, and that seemed to have pushed the price action up somewhat, but right now it's sold off. It's way below VWAP. VWAP again is the purple line that you could see, and you could see a level of resistance at 675, and we can also see a level of resistance at 668, and we can see another level of resistance at 665, and then of course VWAP is resistance as well at 653. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just indicate that this show is for entertainment purposes only. We are not stock professionals. We are not financial planners. This is not financial advice. This is not stock advice. We're just sharing some time with you and going over what we're seeing in the market and letting you know about what we're seeing. Okay? If you're not following us on Twitter, you can follow us on Twitter at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money on Twitter. We post a lot on that as well. In addition to that, DBL Nicks, I think you pinned a special that we have for our Discord. We have a private Discord where we call a heck of a lot of runners. I think yesterday we called about 5 runners that went over 100%. The day before was 5 runners over 100%. We monitor pre-market, after hours, and during regular hours. And there's a special where you can have a 7-day trial of the Discord for only 99 cents, and then it's $39.99 a month after that. Okay, so that's stuff that I needed to let you know about. Now you know about it. Let's go back to taking a look at what's happening with the stocks. Let's see. TVGN looks like it pulled up a little bit. It's still very choppy. We do see movement upward, and it's now back up to 101%, but we don't have a heck of a lot of volume. So that's not terribly exciting, although we do have the last volume candle being a really large green candle. The price action in the RSI is still in the middle, so it's not overbought or oversold, but it's moving closer to the overbought area, but still in the middle, so we're still looking at something that looks relatively okay, but not enough volume to really push this along. Let's take a look at see what this looks like at the 5-minute chart. The 5-minute chart is still showing us a lot of upper wicks, so there's clearly a lot of indecisiveness on the buyers trying to buy this stock. It does look like it might be forming a double bottom pattern, which could be a reversal, bull reversal, but we still have a tremendous amount of upper wicks, so I'm not bought on that yet. And again, I'd like to see more volume on this stock. I'm not convinced that this is going to be the one at this point. TCBP, let's go back to that one. Let's go check it out. And wow, it just went with a big sell-off on the 5. Yuck, that doesn't look terribly good at all. It looks like it's stepping down. So it might have been the glory moment for TCBP pre-market. It does not look terribly wonderful at this point. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Not loving these charts, DBL Nicks. You know, hopefully we'll get some nice volume as we get closer to the bell, and we'll see some better action. But TCBP is not what I'm going to be looking at right now. Let's go back to TVGN. TVGN. Also not super exciting. We'll wait and see. You know, we're going to wait and see what's going on. Yeah. All right. So some of the stocks that have hit the scanner this morning, aside from TCBP and TVGN, have been ADXN. Again, the chart is not wonderful. Let's take a look at it. I'll show it to you. ADXN. Very sparse activity on the candles, not a lot of volume. Again, nothing of super interest here. IMCC, we mentioned a little bit earlier, also very choppy. Looks like it's barcoding, DBL Nicks, so I'm not really feeling that one too much. And the one that was really interesting earlier today, which went absolutely parabolic, was HWH. But you could see that at around the $4.38 mark, it started creating a head and shoulders pattern and sold off to oblivion. So right now, that's not super sexy. ZCMD ran last night and had a little bit of a run earlier today, but again, not terribly attractive chart. You could see that you have a double top here. Resistance at 289. You could see the levels. We could see that VWAP's at 237, and that the price action has been pretty much been selling off. Since 7:25 Eastern Standard Time, and you know, it's trying to curl here, but we don't have a heck of a lot of volume, so this isn't terribly interesting. Here's a stock that's an old favorite, HOLO, under 1 million share float. HOLO, if you remember, we called this stock well over a month ago when it ran 3,277%. So we called it way early. It was right around the time that I guess it was the tail end of March or tail end of February. I guess it was the tail end of February.
February.
Yeah, February.
Yep.
And it ran 3,277%, and it has been popping up quite a bit. We could see that it is starting to move somewhat. It is a very low float stop, but there is not a lot of volume on it, and it looks quite choppy. But we do see a little bit of a curl. We have resistance at the high of the day, which is $4.42. We also have another resistance level at $4.31 right there. So we'll have it on our side chart. Keep an eye on it. But right now, nothing super exciting. ALLR. Okay, we got ALLR popping up. ALLR. And it has, let's see, it has a float of 5 million, so it's a low float, but look at that upper wick, oof. And it is a sub-dollar stock, so again, we have a tremendous amount of volatility, but it is moving. So let's see what happens. It's at up 31% right now, so let's start creating lines of resistance and support. And we could see that we have resistance and support right there. And let's get some other lines set up. Let's keep an eye on it because it is moving right now. It is moving right now. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we don't have a tremendous amount of volume, but I'm going to put this on a side chart and keep an eye on it because it is absolutely popping off. Do we have any news on that? Let's see. They're announcing a 1-for-20 reverse split. 1-for-20 reverse split. That's what we have as news, and that just came out. And now it's selling off. So again, you know, the volatility of a sub-dollar stock, you know, they are tremendously volatile. We still have upper tails on these candles. So very risky, in my opinion. Again, this is not financial advice. We are not financial or stock advisors, so it's not stock advice. It's not financial advice. I'm just having a conversation with you and having a good time. So I hope you guys are enjoying it. And yeah, so that's what's going on. All right, so ALLR, very, very volatile. Let's go back to see what's going on with TVGN. And that's still consolidating. And it's under VWAP, so again, worth keeping an eye on it, but again, not of super attraction. Do we have other stocks that we're looking at? Let's see, NVOS also popped up earlier. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, it is trending up, but there doesn't seem to be a tremendous amount of volume on these candles. So we'll definitely keep this on the side chart. Let's put a little trend line there. You can see that the price action is up, but again, we see a lot of these top wicks, which shows indecisiveness on buyers. Let's look at it from a different time frame so that we can get a little bit clearer picture. Let's go at the 5-minute. And when we look at the 5-minute, we can certainly see that the high of day is 61 cents. 61 cents would be a resistance area. And we can see that the price action is actually moving up and hitting the 61 cent resistance area. So that's going to be a key area for it to break. Let's put out some more key areas that we're going to keep an eye on. And let's see what's happening. It seems to be moving, which is good. We like that. All right. It seems to have briefly broken above that 61 cent resistance area. Let's see if it holds it. Let's see if it holds it. And right now, NVOS is up 32%. And it has volume of only 661,000 shares. And the float is 15 million. So it's, you know, not a big float, but it's not a little float. So let's see what it does. And again, the price is very cheap. So, you know, when you have price that's cheap on the stocks, you can get away with a larger float, a little bit larger. And there it goes. It starts moving. There we go. There we go. Let's take a look and see what it's going to be doing. Hits a high of 63.17. All right. Let's go and put this into a little bit of a longer time frame to get an idea of what's going on. So we're in the 30-minute time frame, and you can see that the price action is moving. Let's go a little bit further. Let's take a look at the 180-day time frame. Oh my God, you can see that it had a massive sell-off. Look at that, a massive sell-off. Let's go to a shorter time frame, 20 days, and let's start creating some key levels and see where we're at. How about that? And that. And that. How about that one? And maybe that one? Doubles. What about that one?
You think that one?
That one.
That one.
And that one. So,
Ooh.
yeah, it went up as high as 71 cents back on March 14th. Okay, so we have our lines of resistance. Let's shorten the time frame. And there goes the sell-off. Let's see, and that's the volatility with these sub-dollar stocks. They're very, very risky. And again, it respected that resistance level at 63 cents. It broke the 61 resistance level for a brief period, and it looks like it was a bull trap. Doubles? Looks like a bull trap. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah, I think so.
But it is still respecting the trend line. So let's see what happens. Let's see if it can get itself back together. But let's check on TCBP, because I think right now that seems to be curling up. It is curling up. Again, we have resistance still at that $2.15 time frame. It's still before 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, so obviously we don't have all the volume of the retail investors that come in at that time frame, but it's below VWAP. So again, I'm not loving this particular chart at this particular moment, but things change on the dot. Yeah, they just change, right? So anything can happen. So I'm having some iced coffee, which I am absolutely loving. I should say coffee.
Coffee?
Right, I'm trying to get the New York accent.
They're trying to say coffee.
Are we trying to get rid of the New York accent?
We're trying. It's
Okay.
not happening.
It's not happening, right? Okay, well we'll try. We'll try. All right, let's see what's going on. Coffee is the way I say it, right?
A cup of coffee.
You want a cup of coffee? But I should be saying coffee. Coffee.
Yeah.
Wow, that's very awkward. All right, one of these days I'll get it right.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and see what other stocks we got. SKYX. There's another one. SKYX. And that's popped up. That's also an inexpensive stock at $1.24. It hit a high of 127. Let's see what's going on with that. Again, not a tremendous amount of volume. Let's change the chart to a longer time frame and see what's going on. All right, so we're going to go ahead and create some key levels here. A little bit of key levelage here.
Key leverage.
All right, okay.
All right.
And now we'll zoom back in and see what that looks like. Yeah, and boom. Let's put that up there, and let's put that up there. All right, so here's where our key levels are.
Ooh.
And we can see, again, not a heck of a lot of conviction even with this stock. Look at the previous candle that shot up to $1.28 right at the resistance area, and then retraced itself and left a huge upper wick. It is trying to move back up, but again, I'm not loving that price action either. Let's see if there's any kind of news on this. Let's see. SKYX announces issuance of 8 additional new patents in the U.S. and international, including China, Europe, and 2 patents in India for its advanced smart home and AI platform technologies. Okay, all right, whatever. But the proof is in the pudding. It's not moving the candles at this point. So we'll put this on a side chart. DBL next. We will put this on El Side Charto.
Yes. The watch list there.
The old watch list of Rooney.
Yes,
Okay.
we.
And I'm going to go back to TCBP because I think that that's still lingering under VWAP, but is still close to VWAP at $2.24. And the news on that was, I believe, the letter of intent. So maybe that might do something. Maybe we'll get some other news, although we're getting damn close to 9:30. So I think that the likelihood of news coming out anytime soon is probably not happening. Let's see. SKYX is indeed moving back up again. Let's see what's going on with that.
Yep.
Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Nope.
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 It is round tripping. So bye bye, SKYX. We don't like you anymore.
C'est la
Ciao.
vie.
Ciao for now. Okay, so TCBP is in fact curling up to VWAP. VWAP is a very respected area, so a lot of times the price action will bounce around underneath VWAP until it actually breaks through VWAP. And
Yeah.
this stock does in fact have some news. I think it was the letter of intent. Let's see. Execution of a non-binary letter of intent that they were going to acquire a company. So that's the news on this. And it is in fact moving up, but it is moving up very slowly. But we are moving closer to the 9:30 bell. There's about 3 minutes until the 9:30 bell rings, so we should start to get a lot more people coming into the market as the stock
rings.
market opens, right?
Yep.
So once again, let's take a look at the different charts, and you can see that the price action is in fact curling on the 5-minute. Let's zoom in. Let's take a look at that, and yes, we can see a nice little curve coming up, and it's hitting the VWAP, and it seems to be breaking the VWAP. So this is the one that seems to be moving just before the bell. Now this could be a bull trap in many instances, I would say. You know, a lot of times you'll see price action moving upward just before the bell, and then a reversal, and then there's a lot of choppiness right around 9:30, and eventually it settles up. That's what we typically see. Again, not financial advice. We're not pros. We're not giving you financial advice or stock advice. We're just chatting.
This is just a show.
Da-da-da-da-da-da. Hey, you know, DBL Moms does it better.
Ah, she does.
She does do it
Just
better.
da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, she does it that way.
Yes.
HCTI, yeah, we saw that one earlier too. Let's take a look at it. Let's see what's going on with HCTI.
Yeah.
Let's see,
Hold on. There you go.
there we go. HCTI, there we go. Okay, it looks like it's been selling off HCTI. We have some resistance and support lines set up for it, but you could see it hit a high of $2.55 on the 4th, which is today. Let's go into the 1 minute time frame, and you can see it basically seemed to have round tripped. It had that spike at 255 and has been selling off since then, and you can see that there's a lot of gaps between the candles, which is telling me that there's very little volume in there. So I don't think that's the one that we're going to be looking at this moment. It needs volume, it looks like. Doubles, what do you think?
Yeah, it needs volume.
Yeah, yep, I would say it needs volume.
A little bit of volumage.
A little volumage would be good. Okay, back to TCBP. That looks like it's doing exactly what we said. It was going to bounce around just underneath VWAP. Let's see if it gets enough juice to go above it. Again, concern is always about a bull trap right at the bell. Let's see what TVGN is looking like. TVGN is below VWAP, so that's not so schnazzy.
Not really.
No, not schnazzy.
We got 1 minute to the bell.
Yeah, 1 minute to the bell, less than that.
Less than
27 seconds to the bell. So let's go to TCBP. I want to see what that does at the bell. Does it get a lot of volume? Does it get a lot of legs or not? The news, non-binding letter of intent to take over a company. It's okay. It's okay. But again, I have my concerns about this. It's right at a pretty critical area. It has to break that VWAP. And again, there's always those bull traps. So let's see if they push it up and bring it right back down, or if it keeps on moving upward. And of course, there goes that price action going down, just like we expected. Now, will it reverse and start moving upward? Okay, it's got a lower tail, and it is in fact moving. We have it at 76% right now. It's coming up to $2.41, which would be a resistance area for it. Let's see if they reverse it or not.
Yeah. Stacy, by the way, says thank you.
My pleasure, Stacy. My pleasure. Glad you're enjoying the content. All right, so I'm going to create some more key levels of resistance and support. Let's see if TCBP actually moves up. We have some other stocks that are moving as well, but nothing that's really catching my eye per se. I'm going to just take a quick peek at what RELI is doing, and then I'm going to go back to TCBP. I don't like the way it's looking. It is curling, but it is below VWAP, and of course it's a sub-dollar stock, so there's a lot of volatility in this. Let's go back to TCBP. And TCBP, again, is at that 241 resistance area. Again, that's the area where it needs to really break out. We still need more volume. It looks like volume is, in fact, coming in. But again, not enough to really make it snazzy.
Not snazzy.
Or schmexy, as we like to call it.
Schmexy.
Which my son tells me means sexy and
smart.
And smart.
Smart and sexy. Smexy.
Schmexy. Schnexy? Did I say schnexy or smexy?
You said schnexy. It's smexy.
Okay, whatever. It's starting to get smexy.
Smexy.
It's starting to get smexy now because it's 90%. Does it break the next resistance level? Let's see. The next resistance level is at 248. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're liking the content, share. Share.
Like,
Hey,
subscribe.
I'm liking the price action, 102%. Okay, so
there we
let's
go.
see what's going on. It's potentially going to go for a test of the high, which is at 276. 276. Let's change the time frame so that we can create some more levels as we move upward. Okay, so we see over here that there was a previous high of $3.17 on the 1 hour chart. So that's going to be another key level that it's going to have to break. Let's keep changing these levels and see what we got here. Oh my goodness. Let's delete some of the old drawings. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
Bada bing.
Boom. There we go. All right. So 4 might be a little bit too much. Let's go to 20. So again, that 317 mark should be a pretty respected area. We see right over here, 279 is another area, so it's breaking through that, and we are now at 119%. 119%, and it is still moving. That's nice. We like that. We like that. It is obviously on the RSI in the oversold area. Oversold area. Let's go ahead and go to 1 minute and watch this. Okay, it is
124.
it is in the one, but we have a lot of big green candles. Let's see what it looks like at the 5 minute. You can see it's extended doubles. You see that? See how it's extended?
Yeah.
And we have a new high of 292. So we'll set that as another resistance area. And it looks like it's gonna. It could potentially either be a bull pattern or it could be a double top, and it can go south. It looks like it is certainly extended. That's for sure.
I see
On the 5 minute.
Yep.
And let's see if it's extended on the 1 minute. Yeah, it's pretty extended. I mean, look at that. You got one nice green candle, a smaller green candle, and then a nice surge with a big green candle to $2.90. And now you have 2 top tails, which again shows indecisiveness. But now it's moving up. So maybe we get a little bit of an ABCD here. Doubles, can we get an ABCD?
Maybe ABCD.
It needs volume. It's not a heck of a lot of volume on it. That's what's concerning. But an ABCD bull, do you know your ABCDs, TCBP? Do you know your ABCDs? Come on now.
Yeah.
But it is due for a pullback, I would say. Let's see what it's doing.
Let's see.
The volume is still not there, man. Let's see what the other stocks are doing. We'll come back to this one. TVGN. TVGN just sold off, so it had its glory early morning, and now it's selling off. Let's go back to TCBP. 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 Hot cha cha. And it is pulling back. It did not pull off. Okay, so now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 candles with top tails. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Let's see if we could find something that's a little bit more attractive. Do we have anything else that we could look at? DBL Moms says no. Here's another stock that's popped up. Let's take a look at it. GSIT has popped up. Do we have news on GSIT? Let's see what that is. Let's see what the news is. No news. Okay. And it's only up 9%, so that's not super schnazzy, although it is moving.
Yeah.
It is indeed moving. So let's take a peek at this and see what's going on with it. Let's zoom in. All right, it looks like it's got some significant resistance at 565. Let's change the chart and take a look at a longer time frame.
Yep.
Okay, so it's passed these two levels of resistance, and now 565 seems to be a resistance area. Let's go to the 4-hour chart and see what's going on. All right, maybe we'll go to the daily chart. Okay, so the daily chart, we can see. Let's see, we have these different areas right here that we can create as resistance areas, and we can see that $6 is going to be a respected area. The 565 is a respected area. 632 is a respected area. But again, it's not really moving with a lot of authority and doesn't have a lot of volume. So let's go ahead and switch to another stock that just popped up, MDIA. And let's see what's going on with MDIA. Let's go ahead and go into the 1 minute time frame to take a peeky weeky and see what's happening with that one. That stock's only up 22%. Again, not a tremendous amount of volume, not very schmazzy.
Not very smexy.
No, not schmexy. Whatever you just said, Doubles. Schmexy.
Yes.
BCAB. Let's see what's going on with that. Let me see what the Flotissimo is with that. BCAB. The Flotissimo. Yeah, a little bit on the heavy side. Not schmexy. Not schmexy.
Not schmexy.
All right, we'll go back to TCBP. Let's see what's happening with that. A lot of top tails on these candles. So I don't know. I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it at this point. We know that TVGN sold off, which was an earlier runner. TVGN, and that's still. That looks like it's about to continue going down. That's what it looks like to me. Not sexy, way below VWAP.
Not smexy.
Not sexy or smart, not schmexy. Did
Not
I get it right
schmexy.
this time?
Yes, you
Schmexy?
did. Not schmexy.
No. And then, of course, we had this big runner earlier today, which basically round tripped and looks disgusting. So we're not going to concern ourselves with that. How about this one? Here's another one that popped up. ALUR. Not a heck of a lot of volume on this bad boy. Let's see if there's any snooze. Any snooze, right? And let's see if it's schmexy. Let's see what the news is on that, if there is any news. Allurion expands virtual care suite to the United States. Okay. Float is 31 mil. That's a lot. There's not a heck of a lot of volume at 50,000 shares, so it's moving on low volume, but it is in fact up between 57%. It's now up 58%. Okay. It's making some noise on low volume.
It's a little noisy.
Okay, all right. Let's change the time frames and take a peek at what's going on with this. Okay, so we know that right over here at 298, right around the $3 mark, we have a strong resistance area for it. Again, not a heck of a lot of volume, but moving on the news, and it is up 64%. So, Doubles, I say we put it as a side chat. A side chat.
A side chat.
Yes.
Yes,
a
darling,
side.
a
A
side
side
chat.
chat. See, now we're going to do like the Bostonian accent.
Bostonian.
The Bostonian accent.
Hello, darling. How are you?
How are you, darling? Aren't we supposed to have like a little filtered, I don't know, you know, one of those little things, you know?
Yeah, a little bit.
Anyway, all right, so it looks like it halted. Yeah, it looks like it halted. So you know what? We're going to keep an eye on this bad boy. ALUR. We will come back to you, you little fella, ya. And look, TCBP is moving. Let's go, baby. Let's go,
see,
baby.
let's see.
Let's go.
see.
Let's take a looky here.
Ooh.
Let's take a looky. It's 129%.
129%.
Okay, 129%.
Let's go.
At $3. Hey,
Oh.
now, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Who now?
It is now
Yeah.
145%.
140.
Sell, sell, sell. No, don't sell,
No,
sell,
no, no,
sell.
no. We are not
I'm
stock
joking.
advisors. We are
I'm
not stock
joking.
advisors.
I'm joking. I am joking around, ladies and gents. Okay, so we had it up to 100. And what was it? 143%. 143.
143.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's got that resistance at 318. And 327 is another resistance area. Let's go ahead and change the time frame so that we can create some more key levels and see what's going on with this.
Yes.
Let's looky here. Let's go to the 20-day. Let's see if that tells us something. Okay, so we could see that 317 is definitely a significant resistance area.
Yep.
It was the high on March 11th, so that's going to be an area that is clearly respected. I think out of all the stocks that we're looking at right now at this moment, it's TCBP and ALUR, which is in a halt and has a lot of low volume at this juncture. So those are the two I'm looking at, but TCBP is still trying to do its thing. We could see that in the RSI, it is definitely overbought. So it's pretty extended. Let's go to the 1 minute chart and take a look at it. You could see a lot of big green candles, consolidation with the upper wicks, which were concerning, but it looks like it created the old ABCD pattern. So that would be A, B, and 2C. Come on now. 2C, and then D. So in fact, TCBP did know its ABCD patterns, but now it looks like it might be pulling back again because it is in the oversold region of the RSI. Now, that being said, we got a nice big green candle as the leading candle down here in the volume. So let's see what happens. Maybe it'll do a little pulley backy.
Yes, maybe.
And then go back up again. Let's see.
Pulley backy and then
Come on, you're going to give me a bigger ABCD? Can I have an ABCD?
D.
Can I have an ABCD? Ladies and gentlemen, give me an ABCD in the chat. Give me an ABCD in the chat in honor of TCBP. Sounds like one of those yogurt stores. Didn't they have a TCBP yogurt store?
I think.
Something like that,
Something
right?
like that.
Something
It was
like
like- it
that.
was
I
like
might be
cereal
imagining
letters.
things. I might be imagining things, but let's see what's happening. It looks like it's going to pull back. Let's take a look at BIAF, which just popped up, and that's moving. And let's see, is there any news? I don't necessarily see anything of any significance. They had a report on their earnings on April 1st. Not a heck of a lot of volume, but I think it deserves to be on a side chart.
On a side chart.
BIAF.
Yeah.
BIAF on a side chart. And, you know, I want to take a look at Lunar. I mean, I'm a little disappointed with how Lunar did after it had a little bit of a run. Ouch. Okay, that's a big oucho. Ouch, ouch, oucho. Okay, hopefully that will change. Let's see, Flux came up. Let's see what's going on with Flux. The Flux, isn't that the thing from Back to the Future, Flux? Change in beneficial ownership. Change in beneficial ownership. Okay, that was April 1st. Floats 10 mil. Not a heck of a lot of volume on that one either. And this one also looks like it halted. So you know what? There it goes, it starts. Let's put a little alert here. We'll create a little alert. And if it pops the alert, it popped the alert. Holy moly.
Dang.
It's up a whole whopping 14%.
That was quick.
Not very impressive. Okay, let's move to the next videotape. Okay, NEOV, 12%. Not very schmazzy.
Not very schmexy.
I got to tell you, I'm really liking the shape of TCBP. It looks like it's trying to break that resistance level. It's not giving up. It did the same thing here at 292. Will it do it again at 318? I don't know. Doubles, what do you think?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't
know.
know.
I don't know though.
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know now.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it going to give us an ABCD? Let's see.
Maybe.
It's coming down.
I don't
Coming down to the 9 EMA. Let's see if it reverses. All right. Nah. Let's go to ALUR, see if it resumed. And it did, and it pulled back significantly, and we still have very low volume on it. It's a New York Stock Exchange stock. I prefer the NASDAQs, quite frankly. I prefer the NASDAQs.
Nazi-dackies.
Yeah, I do prefer the NASDAQs.
Yes, they're
but,
schmexy.
okay, let's go ahead back to the videotape. Let's go to TCBP, see what's happening with that. It's not really doing anything other than pulling back, so we will wait. We will wait. Let's see. Let's see. Do we see anything else that's happening that might be interesting? We have another one, CADL, that popped up. A little bit of a heavy float. CADL. I mean, I guess it could be a cup and handle, but not very impressive. It's resisting a lot of resistance at VWAP.
Yeah, VWAP has resistance.
Yeah, and not loving the float in particularly.
Yeah.
Let's see if there's anything going on with VLCN. That's a low floater. I think it's under 200 VLCN, under 200,000 shares. Let's take a look and see. Let's take a looky. All right, let's create some. Let's create some levels here and see what's going on. Let's zoom in. All right, we got this area right here, which is a key level. 48 cents is a key level, and we do have a little trend line going on. So it is following a trend, kind of a steep trend. So let's see if it'll be able to hold that right there. All right, how's that? There we go, right there.
Yeah.
Little trend action. So right around that 46 cent mark is where the trend is, and it seems to be dipping underneath it. So we'll put this on a side chart as well.
Yep.
And let's keep looking to see
chart.
what looks schmazzy. Schmexy, what he said.
That too.
SPWH is another one that popped up. SPWH. Only 17%, low volume. It is indeed moving, but moving very slowly. So, yeah, I think I'll take a nap. I'll take a nap on this one. Let's go back to TCBP, see what's happening with that. Looks like it's forming the good old head and shoulders bear. Looks like it's getting bearish. Yeah, so let's get rid of our ABCD, which we know it had already done. And it looks like it's going to potentially do a little flusheroonie. Does it go down to VWAP or below VWAP? It's holding the 20 EMA, but it's pulled back quite a bit. That's, you know, not necessarily very attractive. We could see that the volume candles are definitely diminishing, and pulling back down is the RSI. So it looks like it's in a pullback mode.
Yep.
So let's check out other stocks. Let's see what else we see. Let's see. Very popped up on the scanner. Let's take a look. This is a slightly bigger float, but it's not tremendous, but it's slightly bigger. It's up 11% right now. RSI seems to be moving towards the overbought area. Again, not a heck of a lot of volume on it, so that's kind of disconcerting. ALUR is moving. Let's take a look at that.
Ooh.
Aha! You sneaky little son of a gun. Up 77%. Look at that. Now again,
77%?
not a heck of a lot of volume. You could see that these candles are not super thick, but I think it's starting to get attention.
Yep.
News on that again was Virtual Chaos Suite to be expanded in the United States, whatever that means. But it is moving. Okay, it's
Yeah.
starting to move. Not a lot of volume, but it is moving, and we do have it up now at 82%. So that's pretty good. Let's go and change the time frame. We'll keep an eye on this one. 5 minutes. Okay.
Yep.
Let's go a little longer. Let's go 20 days. Okay, so we can see that it broke that resistance point, which was around 298. Let's see if it holds. It's pretty significantly higher than that. Hopefully it'll hold. Let's go to
Yeah.
the 4-hour chart. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so let's start creating our key levels, ladies and gents. Boom. Let's go ahead and do that. Boom, 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 and boom.
Mm-hmm.
And that should give us some stuff to watch for a while. Okay, let's go back to 5 minutes, see what it looks like at 5 minutes. It's pulling back on the 5 minute. What is it doing on the 1 minute? Okay, so we see that there is a key resistance area at $3.27, and it is in fact starting to pull back. So your key levels are 327, 297-ish, 98, and 286, and it's pulling back, and it's below VWAP. So the party right now may be over as it starts to flush. Ay, 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 ay. We hate when it flushes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's take a look at CADL, which is up 42%. And CDAL is a 16 million float stock. It's got 9 million worth of volume. Positive interim data from mid-stage trial for its non-metastatic pancreatic cancer treatment.
Non-metastatic pancreatic cancer.
Oh, stop showing off, Douglas. All right, you little whippersnapper, you.
Hey, look, I got my spelling bee skills. I'm gonna use them. All right?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Okay, it's not super sexy. I mean, we've got a very big red volume candle, so clearly it's pulling back. So that ain't it. Let's go back to TCBP, see if it's going to wake up. Let's see what's going on with this. TCBP, and it looks like it's continuing to form its old head and shoulder pattern. So we got a shoulder right here, doubles.
Yep.
We got the old
The
head
head
over there and a shoulder over here.
Shoulder.
So does it break this shoulder and become an ABCD pattern, or does it flush? Looks like a bearish pattern so far. Let's go into the 5-minute chart. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what
Yeah.
that looks like.
Let's see.
Yeah, you could see the head and shoulders pattern even clearer at the 5-minute. Let's go a little bit more. Let's go a little bit more. Let's go with the 10-day chart. Okay, all right. 10-day chart doesn't really tell us much, but the 5-minute chart gives us a pretty clear indication of a head and shoulders pattern right there.
Yep.
So, you know, we're going to want to see a break from 291, I would say, doubles, right? I want to see a
Yeah.
nice break from there. And there is a lot of volume, so let's see what happens. Let's go to the 1-minute chart. Take a look at what the 1-minute chart looks like.
Mm-hmm.
If we can get a break over this resistance area right here and see it pull away, then that would be much better. Maybe we could have a potential descending wedge bull reversal. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Looky over here. Can we have that? Can we have that, ladies and gentlemen? Can we have that? Can that be a descending wedge reversal, bull reversal pattern for us? Can that happen? Let's see. Let's take a look. It still has volume.
Yeah.
It does have volume.
Mm-hmm.
And it is curling, and it is coming up to that resistance point.
Oh.
Okay, the RSI is not overbought or oversold. It's kind of in the middle. Volume is subsiding as we approach the 10 o'clock hour Eastern Standard Time, but it's still not pushing past that key level of 292-ish right there. That's what I'd like to see it break.
Yeah.
I want to see that break. Let's see. We'll come back to this one, see if it resolves itself as a reversal or not. MSAI, not a heck of a lot of volume, only up 2%, so that's not really too much of interest. ATER, not a heck of a lot of volume, only up 19%, so we're not really feeling that one. Let's take a look at BIAF again. Let's see what that's doing. Okay, again, not a lot of volume. Not a lot of volume doubles. Ay, 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 ay. Let's go back to TCBP.
TCBP.
All right. Let's zoom in on that sucker.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's still trying to make its way over the 292 mark right there. It has to break that 292 mark in order for it to be schmexy, I would say. What do you think, Doubles?
Schmexy, yes.
Yeah, we want it to be schmexy. So
Schmexy.
that level right there would be of interest. Let's put an alert and keep looking to see if we find anything else. And if I hear the alert go off at 293-ish, we'll come back and take a look at it. But it looks like it wants to curl.
Yeah,
It looks like it wants to.
a little bit.
All right, here's another one that just popped up. Ah, I just heard it pop up. All right, so LFLY up only 14%. And, of course, right after I switched, TCBP started moving. Aha! Ha ha!
Ah!
Ha ha! So there you go, a descending wedge reversal. Yeesh. Yeesh or no?
Yeesh.
Yes or no?
Yay.
That would be nice. What do you think?
That would be nice.
That would be nice. Keep going, baby. So the next level of resistanza
Of resistance.
is right at $3. Will it break? It broke $3. Okay. Now will it go through $3?
Let's see. Will
Alright.
will it fully pierce?
Yeah, we got 318 as another level, and we can also put another level. Let's zoom in here. Let's zoom in here. Let's zoom in. Let's see what's going on. This is the one that looks the most interesting right now. There's not a heck of a lot of volume. It's holding at the $3 support. At this point, it's support. It was resistance, but let's see if it stays above it. It just doesn't have the volume, Doubles. It's not, it doesn't have the volume. Remember, it's already been up 140% or so.
Yep.
But the chart is probably the most attractive right now, I would say, out of what I've seen, but not schmexy the way I would like it to be.
Not schmexy.
There's the 5-minute chart. Let's see it get over 305. Come on, get over 305. You can do it.
You can do it.
Kick them in the. Never mind.
Oh.
Never mind.
I was like, is he
If you
gonna
have,
finish
ladies
this
and gentlemen,
sentence?
if you haven't figured it out, we like to make references to movie lines.
Yes, we
So,
watch a lot of movies.
Yeah, well, you watch a lot of movies, but I just remember the lines. All right, 305. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Keep going. 138%. 138%. Keep going. Come on. Show some conviction. So maybe we did have a descending wedge reversal. Maybe we did. Come on now. Break that 305. Come on, get up there.
Break it.
Get some legs.
Break it.
Get some volume.
Break it.
Doesn't have the volume, man.
Not yet.
No, doesn't have the volume.
Pump up the volume.
Pump up the volume. There we go.
Oh, wait,
138%. Come on. Next resistance level would be 318. Let's put a little alerty over there for 318. Come on, you can do it.
You can
Come on
do it.
now.
You can do it.
We still got room on the RSI. It's not overbought yet. We got a nice big green candle. Come on. Give me some more volume
Hit
here.
the boom
Can we get it?
firepower. Come on.
Can we get it? Let's see. Can we get it? Losing some momentum.
It's
All right, it's losing some juice.
losing some momentum.
Gonna keep an eye on it though. Let's see what it looks like on the 5.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what it looks like on the 5. Yeah, so right now we need it to pop over 314. 314, 318, 327. Those are the numbers. Those are the numbers that we need.
The numbers.
Looks like it's pulling back though. Looks like it's losing a little steamola.
Oh.
Now, could it be that it's forming a cup and handle? Will it maintain that 305 level and stay up there? It looks like it could be a cup and handle on the 1.
Could be.
Could be. It's got to maintain that 305 area, I would say. 305. If it respects the 305 support, maybe we could see another leg up.
Maybe.
Could we see a round 2?
Maybe.
A round 2. Got to stay up above 305 The RSI is not overbought. It's getting close, but it's not overbought. We do have a lot of popping upper tails on these candles. Let's go to the 5 minute. Let's take a look at a different time frame and see what that's doing. Let's see. It's red. It's red. And it's going under the 305 point. So $3 would be another support area. I'd like to see it stay above 305. There you go. You ask and you shall receive. 308. Doubles, 308. Yep. Let's go back to the 1 minute. Are you going to get schmexy? TCBP, are you going to get schmexy?
Is it going to get schmexy?
Come on now.
Come on.
Come on. Show some love.
Come on now.
I'm showcasing you.
Come on.
A little bit of show money. Come on now.
A little bit of show money.
A little bit of show money.
Just, that's a song reference.
That's a song reference. If you know the name of the song, put it in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. If you know, you know. It's not holding that 305, though. It's not holding it. Not holding it. We're going to keep an eye on this. We're going to keep an eye on it. You know what? We'll come back. Let's take a look at another stock. DTSS. All right. Does DTSS have any news? Entered into a sales agreement for its acoustic products, bringing its evolutionary technology to market and a strategic milestone to develop rapid online sales. Oh my God, that's a mouthful. That's a mouthful. Only up 6%. We'll go back to TCBP.
We shall see.
And it is, in fact, respecting that 305 level. Now it looks like a little cup-a-rooney, a cup and handle. No? A little cup and handle on the 1 minute. What does it look like at the 5 minute? What does it look like at the 5?
Let's see.
A little cup and handle-ish type of thing there. Let's see what happens. Little cup-a-rooney going on here. Let's see if it resolves itself. Could also potentially be an inverted head and shoulders, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. I'd like to see more volume. It's after 10 o'clock Eastern Standard, so a lot of times volume starts to diminish around this time. Let's keep an eye on it for a few minutes, see what it does, see if it wants to stay schmexy.
Stay schmexy.
Yeah, let's see if it wants to stay schmexy.
Let's see.
Yeah. It's not holding that 305 though.
Yep.
But it is holding the 3. So we'll keep an eye on it. Nope. Dipped into the 20 and reversed. Look at that. Wow. How many people got trapped on that one? Okay. A bunch of top tails on these latest candles. Let's take a look at the 5 minute and see if we could see something a little bit different at the 5. Let's go take a look at it. Okay. Giving us a upper hammerhead. Isn't that a shark, a hammerhead?
Hammerhead sharks, yes.
It's like an upper hammerhead shark.
It's a hammerhead shark.
It's like an upper hammerhead,
Yeah,
but it's
juicy.
red. We want it to be green. Green. Oh, green. Nope, that's not what we want.
Not green.
And now it's going underneath 3, so that's not something that we like to see. Okay, that's okay. Still holding 3. Come on, get over 305. Not a heck of a lot of volume. All right, if it doesn't hold 3, I'm going to lose interest real quick. You know, doubles? So we want to see it over 3. Let's take a look at another one, MGNX. Let's see what's going on with MGNX. That popped up as well. Ooh, ouch. That's an ouchie ouch, I would say.
Ouchie.
Yeah, I'm not loving that.
Yeah.
That looks like a double top bear pattern. So we'll go back to TCBP. And there goes the flusheroonie. So it turned out to be a double top, and it pulled back after that short reversal with a descending wedge. So it wasn't exactly ready. All right, doubles, I think that we're done for today.
Yeah.
I hope everybody enjoyed our little show.
Yep.
Again, if you want to join us on Discord, you can take advantage of our special offer, 99 cents for 7 days, and then it's $39.99 per month. We call a lot of bangers a lot of times, as DBL Moms likes to say.
call a lot of bangers a
A
lot of
times. A lot of times. So we had 5 100% runners yesterday.
Uh-huh.
This morning already we called 3 100% plus runners. That would be HWH, TVGN, and of course TCBP, which we're looking at right now. Okay?
Yep.
So, yeah. So you can join us on Discord. And if you're not following us on Twitter, it's at Coach Nick Money on Twitter. And if you're not subscribed on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe on YouTube. And if you like this content,
Content.
give a
Can I
thumbs
do?
up.
Can I do the? Can I do my thing? Can I do my
Do
thing?
your thing,
Yes.
Doubles.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And as always, it's Double Nicks and Coach
Nick Money in
the
the house. We are out of here. Much love, ladies and gentlemen.
Peace.